I heard Aaron Hurst, the founder of Imperative, tell an audience recently that sure, he admired organizations for holding events, such as Bring Your Child to Work Day, but he really thinks it's high time we launched a new campaign encouraging people to bring their real, true selves to the job. His modest proposal: bring yourself to work day. And let's stage it every day. We at Healthy Companies would argue that being your real, authentic self at work is the foundation for social health, a fundamental dimension of grounded leadership. I want to debunk for you right now the idea that familiarity breeds contempt. So many people at all levels of organizations believe that bringing their authentic selves to work is discouraged or unwise. They put thought and energy into compartmentalizing their lives and playing all too many roles. As if work weren't hard enough, we place acting at the top of our to-do list. Dragging around an armored costume that hides parts of our true selves from our bosses, colleagues, and customers is hard work. You know what? Nobody pays you enough for that. Instead, we should follow the lead of Ken Samet, CEO of the $4 billion MedStar Health. He strives to be consistent and transparent. He is courteous, respectful, ready with smiles, compliments, and one-liners. At the heart of authenticity is self-acceptance. After all, being your real, true self is reflected in what you share with others. The authentic leader is one who can share some details from her personal life, relate a story about a mistake she made, and ask for help in the areas she needs it. Without authenticity, it is difficult to establish and sustain trust, to be seen as predictable, approachable, and transparent. Putting up your mask draws on your energy and emotions and makes it that much more difficult for people to share their vulnerabilities and needs with you. Psychologist Carl Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Being who we truly are is the only way to be at our best in a sustainable way. It is the only way we can contribute to building a work environment in which all employees seek to be more of themselves rather than pretend they are someone else. To do otherwise, as the hit show Mad Men illustrates, is to increase the likelihood of alienation and unhappiness at work and at home. "I think you have to be comfortable in your own skin," says Ken Samet. "I'm privileged to do this role. At the same time, I know that it's not about me and that there are smarter folks around me," he says. Simple words that express authenticity, transparency, and humility. Here are some questions to ponder to consider how much the real you is showing up at work. Do you have a work personality and another one for family and friends? If yes, why? What would people dislike about the real you? Can you make fun of yourself and admit mistakes so others can see you as a complete person? Or do you strive to appear faultless? Do you accept who you are, for better or for worse? Or are you always trying to change something about yourself? Do you feel it's appropriate to talk about your inner self with others? For so long we've heard advice like, hold those you manage at arm's length, or familiarity breeds contempt. Certainly you must relate to colleagues in the way that is comfortable and effective for you, but don't put up barriers that keep the best of you from coming through. Be sure that you're bringing yourself, all of you, to work.